It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Knights line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in at the 25. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So the Utah Utes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pucks it out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go. Could be an alley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Farmer. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
The Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Here's a heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's the challenge today. A week ago, they failed the challenge. Last week, they gave up 5 sacks. They can't do that again today. This defense saw it. They watched it on tape. They know they're not doing a good job of protecting their quarterback, and already 1 sack on the day.
Going to try to get it himself. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. Never had a chance. What coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Running inside. It's Bray. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to the well. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Utes getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gentry. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Looking for space. It's Bray. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Right back to the well. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Knights want to move quickly.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Going with the counter play here. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bray. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The Utes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Finding open areas. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. Caught over the middle. It's Bray. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Bell. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbed.
Hit as he throws. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He wants to go deep. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The run inside. It's Simon. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up the first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
It's complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. It's Simon. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Breaks the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Pulls it in. It's Gentry. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got his man on the right. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Utes! Fit it in the window for the score. The AT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll start this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Buckeyes looking to make it 9 for 10 here this season. This team knows exactly who they are. They've taken on the identity of that head coach, and they are a serious contender.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Utah head coach at the half. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter. Gain some momentum here and change the course of this game. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fakes to grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, looking to pass. Snags it, and he's open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Bray. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to ride this running back. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running inside. It's Gray. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Utah! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. They'll run the option. The keeper on the option. Got room at the 35. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Off the boot, looking for his man. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The mighty Utah student section alive and bringing the noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Knights will punt this one away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Utah sideline, there have been so many momentum swings here in this game, but right now it is all offense. They have been able to answer here to start the second half, and now they get another opportunity. I can definitely sense the chemistry and energy rising here on the sideline. I'll keep you posted if they're able to keep that going here in the game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
3rd and 6 yards to go. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, going to the air. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Using his legs, it's Simon.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. This crowd knows when to bring it. Keeps it himself. There's it. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get the turnover.
And you put together drives, and you got to really get focused when you get down here towards the red zone and execute. But the main thing you have to have, you can't turn the football over. You've got to understand that points are at a premium. We're in the second half of a really, really closely contested football game. You cannot turn the football over.
He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Quarterback making adjustments. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. They want to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Upstairs, he's got it. Electrifying play, and man, are they set up now at the 32-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brake. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. He got it! Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. And this offense is so close, they taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Going for 6. Touchdown, Utes! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. Wide receiver comes in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The run inside. It's Simon. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down.
Man, now and if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
That's one thing about this defense. They've got some dudes in the back end that can cover, and they can hang with some of these intended targets. Nice job swatting that one away.
Creates a little space. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Fires to the right. And wings it incomplete. And play stopped for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And play stopped for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Howie Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Pulls it and fires to the left. Good, solid tackle.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Now the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And he Makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback.
Bringing it back. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Running inside. It's Bell. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Utes are facing 3rd and inches. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He works his way past the 1st down marker, and that will put this one away. The Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Much plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. As we roll into Week 12 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football, these are the types of games that can help define your season. And the Bearcats ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Utah Utes offense will have the football first. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Found the end zone a couple of times in his last. just under 100 yards on the ground. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The sure hands, it's Alexander. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Makes the catch and he's free. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Utes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Martin.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. On target. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Gentry. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense,
maybe got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow.
And he's in. Touchdown, Utah.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
and you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense.
Turning it on. The 10. Touchdown, Bearcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. Really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Makes the catch. It's Alexander. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the third down pass is incomplete.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that third down pass defense.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Find some fresh air. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
On the move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Goodman. Pressure coming. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Tucker. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen and get the tackle for a loss.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw again. And they're not on the same page there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking to throw, it's Goodman. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Utah has it back and the offense coming onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Utes come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Here comes the heat. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Crosses the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Man, you got to lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Guys, let's chat a minute about Cincinnati. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this. Finding some room. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Might as well give it to him again. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the counter. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his big tight end. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. It looks as if we have an injured Bearcat on the field. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Down here on the Utah sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little... and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Back to you guys.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Let's talk for just a minute here about Utah. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
And the Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
With the catch, it's Gentry. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. To throw, it's Goodman. Oh, they're after him. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Alexander. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Utes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. There's some room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
3rd down and inches. Everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still executed a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
Looking for a man. It's Goodman. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now backed up in their own end, it's 3rd and long. They'll go to the counter. Oh, he's got some space. The 40, past the 30. He's at the touchdown, Bearcats. He got a step and just dusted the field. 3rd touchdown of the game, a 3rd of his season total. He now has 9 on the year.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. Utah now calls a timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Connection to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Now the Utes take a timeout, and they don't have any more left. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. Hauls in the deep ball. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This will likely be the last play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Wisconsin Badgers.
And the Utes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Hey, guys, the Cincinnati head coach told me coming out of the locker room, listen, things have not been going right lately, but they have found some momentum here in this ballgame. He said, I know we've got a lot of clock left, a lot of game left, but it all starts right now to continue to believe. They get the ball to start the second half, and we'll see if they take that first half momentum into the third. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Alexander. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying play action. They get to him as he throws. Got it in the middle, it's Martin. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to...
Maybe some room here. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
The Utes are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Utes! Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Road.
Here on the Cincinnati sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Goodman. Under fire. And it's a sack.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Well, after that completion on the corner route, it'd be interesting to see if later in the game the offensive coordinator comes out and shows the defense the same look, but this time sends the receiver to the middle of the field. Might catch the defense off guard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bell. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Pulls it in. It's Gentry. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly complete. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pick.
Makes a catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Utah.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
and just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Finding an escape. Here's a little room there. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Turning it on.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The play action fake. Rushes on him. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Goodman. Bringing the heat. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Deadlocked here in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. Now facing a 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. He'll try the left side. Fighting off the defender. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
Big time kick right there, man. 4th quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Utes are ready to begin this drive on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Release to the back. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory.
Makes the grab in their space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the use right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Unloads to the wideout. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver in the intended target. As a result, that ball's incomplete.
Looking to throw again. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Goodman. Here's a heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks. And it's
intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes!
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. Now remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves, but what a play.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Cincinnati sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to...
There he goes! Past the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Bearcats! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Bell. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Alexander. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Utes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Bell. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And they get him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just...
Might have a chance. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? And a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able to deliver.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bell. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Bell. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got him downfield. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Wants to throw again. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The Utes punch them right back.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And he's not going to take the touchback. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it?
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tucker. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They'll run the screen. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Looking down the middle. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
Timeout called, Cincinnati using its second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Utes. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Goodman. He wants a big play here late. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Utah! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And he tacks on the extra point.
49, Cincinnati, 31. Number 97, set to kick this one away.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys.
But, and he's got room. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Fires to the middle. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. He didn't really get too much of that stuff. But, you know, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one, actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.